Yo, what is going on, guys? JGFM here, and welcome to the first episode of my Manchester United Let's Play. Today, this is kind of like an episode 0, where we're not going to be playing any games, we're just going to be going over an overview of the whole series, the concept behind it, and our squad, and what we have to work with here over Man United. Of course, Man United not had the greatest of seasons. It's time to rebuild, it's time to take them back to the pinnacle of Champions League success, Premier League titles. Hopefully we could do that. I'm not the best football manager player, admittedly, but let's see how we do, and hopefully we don't get sacked within the first 3 months, otherwise that could end fairly badly. Anyway, to just give you an overview, this is a database made by myself for the 2019-2020 season. So as you can see here, teams like Norwich and Sheffield United, who have been promoted in real life this season, I've brought up to the Premier League and replaced them with teams that have been relegated. And then the teams who are in the playoffs for the other English leagues, like Aston Villa, I think they're going to win the Championship playoff. So I decided to bring them up to the Premier League. But yeah, that's basically what it is. I've only done that for England though. I have also loaded up the Spanish League, the La Liga Santander, Serie A in Italy, and as well the Bundesliga in Germany. So if we do get sacked, we might be moving around. But yeah, our aim for my aim for this series is to win as much as I can, win as much silverware. Hopefully, stay at Man United, and yeah, without further ado, let's just get into the overview of the entire club. So we've already met the chairman, Avram Glazer, and this has already been completed, so we're not going to be running for any of that today, as I've already completed that. We'll go. I think the first thing we should look at is the team report right here, made by the assistant manager, and this is the formation I'm going to be playing. It's a 4-3-3, custom narrow kind of thing. And this is based off the assistant manager, what he thinks, and this is basically what we've got to work with here. So this, you can see here, we need improvements, especially in the defences of the department that Manchester United are lacking in real life and in the game as well. We're definitely going to be needing to improve there. We have David De Gea in goal, who is world class, of course, and in the midfield here, we have a pretty solid midfield, and the attack is very capable as well of tearing up the Premier League. I think this formation is the best way to go about our business here in the Premier League, and I think it will bring success to the save. Staff-wise, we still need to employ a assistant manager, but I'll do that in due course. I've only just started up the save, so yeah, we've still got a lot of time to appoint everyone that's needed. We've got all the physios in, as you can see, a massive team here that we have working at Man United. Look how many scouts and everything we have. So we definitely have enough resources to bring in the players, the capability of players that we do need to improve the squad. But this is what we've gone with currently in terms of our lineup and our tactics, which we will be using within the first few games of the season. So here you can see we're in this formation, the 4-3-3 wide here. And this is what we've gone. So we've gone David De Gea in goal. Back four is Diego Dalot, Eric Bailly, Victor Lindelof, and Luke Shaw. It's probably the best back four we've got available to us at the moment. That will be improved. I'm sure we'll bring in a new defender if possible. Our midfield three is like this. Scott McTominay is going to get a start in centre midfield. I like him. Young player. Has bags of potential. I think he can do it. So he's going to be in our starting 11 here, alongside Ander Herrera and Paul Pogba, two more of Man United's more key players. And in the front three, Anthony Martial and Jesse Lingard playing out on both the wings, with Marcus Rashford leading the line. Again, a fairly young front three there, which I think will find success in the league. On the bench here, we have some few other players, like the likes of Romero, Ashley Young, Chris Smalling, Matic, Mata, Sanchez, and Lukaku. However, some of these I don't think will be here much longer. We will look to ship them out for potentially more finances. Anyway, training is being all set up, I think, by my assistant managers and coaches. I'm not great at that, so I'll just leave it to them. It'd probably be better instead of just ruining the whole save. As you can see, here is the schedule or the fixture list for this season. We have a few friendlies, including starting off against Olympique Lyonnais from France, and then we go on a tour of China, going to visit all these Chinese teams here before we kick off the Premier League on the opening day at home to Everton on Saturday, which could be fairly interesting. Everton, not the easiest game. We then visit Burnley and Sheffield United in the first month, both away from home. Of course, Sheffield United, newly promoted side, I'm looking very much forward to playing them. Some of the more key fixtures down here, you see the likes of December. That's going to be a big month. We play Arsenal, Manchester City and Liverpool, 3 games in a row. That'll be a good triple header to do. And as we get towards the last game of the season, it will be against Tottenham Hotspur at home. So definitely not any easy pushovers if it does go down to the last day. But we have a capable squad of definitely winning maybe a title this season. But also in the Champions League this year, here are the board expectations for the upcoming season. They expect us just to qualify for the Champions League, get a top 4 spot this season. That'd be very good if we could do that in our first season. Establish a bit of solidarity to the squad. In the Champions League, they want us to reach the quarter-final. That's a big ask. The Champions League, again, is a tough competition. I think, however, we are capable of making that. It'd be nice to go on and run it in Europe again. And we are in that. As well as the Emirates FA Cup, which our board expectation this time is to reach the final. We will enter the third round then. Again, FA Cup, be nice to go on a cup run, but I think the League and the Champions League probably a more important focus for me. The Carabao Cup, they're not really interested in. That will be mainly used as a competition, probably for a few rotation players and youngsters, to maybe make an impact on the first team. Here we have the scouting window. This has all been set up as well by Jim Lawler there. I've just changed that. But that's all the scouts will be setting that up by themselves. They'll have a full control of the scouting reports, and they'll send reports to me every few days or so. We can check up on all the players and maybe bring in a few signings as well. For the club then, here we can see all the kits loaded in. They're not looking the greatest, but they will do for now. Of course, we have the Old Trafford, such an incredible stadium, 75,000 used capacity, and that should be good. As you see, Man United's success in the Premier League, ever present, until they've had a bit of a dip the last few years, but we need to return, hopefully, to some more important times, some more success within this Football Manager save. Here we see, I am the manager. My name's Jake, by the way, I forgot to even mention that before. Valencia currently remains as the captain, Ashley Young the vice-captain. That could change, most likely will change over the summer. David De Gea is our key player, and they reckon Diego Dalot a hot prospect for the future, and I can agree with that. On the general here, we see our fierce rivals there, the likes of Liverpool, Man City, Leeds, as well as other rivals like Arsenal and Chelsea, more competitive rivals right there. Here we have a few legends, icons and favourite personnel down here. We might look to maybe bring them back to the club if possible. You know, likes of Van Persie, maybe in as a staff member. Here we have the few news, that doesn't really matter. Our facilities are state-of-the-art, both youth and training ground. That should not be a problem at all. We don't really need to expand the stadium yet either, no need for that. And affiliates, we have no affiliate clubs, so if we wanted to loan out a few players to get experience in the Football League, we don't have one yet. We might look to invest in that though as a potential area for improvement. On the board welcome me into the role here. You know, it's all fine. Balance is looking fine. Based on finances, currently £386 million of the overall balance. We have £662 million to spend in the transfer window. That should hopefully be enough, and quite a bit of wage budget as well to work with. Let's hope we can bring us the improvements in required to take Man United back to the top. The projection is this for the next couple of seasons. We're not declining by anything massive, which is a positive. We're not going up massively either, though. As long as we can remain that £300 million mark, we should be financially stable for the time being. In here we see the under-23s. We have the likes here of Marcus Rojo. A few others down here. who have returned from their loan spells in real life this season that could maybe feature in the first team, the likes of Axel Turanzebe, Angel Gomez, Dean Henderson as well, we might look into as well, and maybe Timothy Fosu-Mensah. Under 18s are down here. This is the next batch of United players that might make it through to the first team one day. We'll have to see though if their potential is good enough to push in, because they are going to need to be world class to stand a chance of getting in my team. But there we have a general overview of the whole entire series, what our aims are and what we're kind of looking to do here. If you have enjoyed this first episode number 0 kind of, join us for episode 1 tomorrow, where we'll be at the end of pre-season. We'll go over the signings that we have made within the summer and also play our first home game of the season in the Premier League against Everton. If you have enjoyed today's video, please subscribe, like, all the comments, everything is appreciated, and I want to thank you all for the continued support. And until next time, it's been JGFM, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.